Hello everyone and welcome to Factorio. I'm Par and it's time to fight biters. In the previous episode we built this this block of rails, and now what I'd like to focus on, I'd like to figure out how to fit this build with all required materials. So sulfuric acid, it's gonna come from above. I am not fully sure how exactly we'd like to send it, but I think something like this, or maybe even like this, probably makes sense. Let's think. So let's take a look at Kirk-McDonald calculator. So if you look at red circuits that are needed for blue circuits, we need 0.53 something per second. So we can use a stack inserter here and just we'll clock this build at some point. That's why I'm placing stack inserters from the very beginning. Actually, maybe I should be placing stack filter inserters. Does it matter? No, filter insert should be needed. I think we'll just be using control kind of signals here. Anyway, we'll figure out. For now, I just want to use stack inserters everywhere. Next thing, for the green circuits, we need 6.1, but okay, it's actually tricky. We need 5.3 green circuits placed, like given to the blue one, and 0.76 per second given to the red one. So these are the proportions. Looking good so far. The cables, though, they're a little bit more interesting. We need 1.5 cables given to red circuits per second, right? I'm looking at per second ratios for like this block. And we need 13.2 given to this one. I need to open Factorio inserter throughput wiki page, and we need to look at chest to chest. Chest to chest stack inserter is able, with maximum capacity bonus, is able to move 27.69, and we need only 13, so this should work just fine. Oh wow, we are short on some stuff. Okay, that's fine. So that is basically everything. And in the middle, we need the build to provide the output. How many will we have on one line? On one line we'll have 7 blocks, 8 each. So it's 56, right? Let's look at for 56 assemblers. What do we need? And I want to change settings to items per minute. So we need to have, we'll have 1264.2 items per minute produced on one line. Okay, 1264 divided by 2700, it's less than 50%. That means that the output, it would actually benefit us to have the output only on one half of the belt, because that means that we'll have fewer belt segments, right? And if we have problem with buffering the output, I can actually let it kind of go forward like this. This should oh wait, it's not working. So I wanted Yeah, that's not great. Maybe something like this. Yep. I think that's the way. Yeah, and it kind of connects. I think that's the way we leave in space for a buffer in case this belt is like almost full or something due to all of the machines placing. Like the machines up there, like down there, will be filling this belt, and it's gonna be full at 46% the belt. That means that half of a belt will be full at what, like almost like 90% full, right? And this buffer, this bit of belt, should help a little bit, so that even if we clock output inserter, we can actually clock output inserter, place stuff there, and it will kind of be slowly added to this belt. Okay, good. So we have the output. Now, next thing that we need to feed this thing some plastic. Let's say the plastic will be coming from here. I don't know. Is this a good idea? I guess we could just do something like that, to be honest. Can't we? I think we can. Like this. And that's the plastic. And we don't need a lot of plastic. We need exactly one belt of plastic for like 56 blue circuit assemblers. So that should be good. Should be looking correctly, working correctly. Wait. I am doing this wrong. Because it's supposed to be here. Nice. So now we have plastic, copper, electronic circuits we also have. So this thing is basically done. We don't need any more inputs. We could actually make it... no, it's fine. We don't need to make it nice or whatever. It's already looking pretty good. Now, next thing that we want to do. I probably would like to place a substation here, but it actually doesn't fully cover everything. Doesn't cover this one. But we could do it here. We have some space down there actually for the substation. Why don't we do it below? Unless we need this space for anything. Let's think. Blue circuits. We don't require anything else, right? We only need green circuits and red circuits. Red circuits have plastic from here, they have green from here, and cable from here. Right, let's place substations on the bottom, kind of here, because this way we have a little bit more space to work with up there. And we do need the space, unfortunately. That's pretty unfortunate, but I just don't see us making it work without the space, because we need... Well... Okay, it's not exactly true. We could have one belt here, like splitting up some things and bringing them there. There are options, but let's try to make it work kind of like that. So we can have a belt going like this. We will need another belt going like this. This belt is about copper. And we need how much copper? We need... Okay, we need half of this, approximately. So it's like approximately 7, I think, copper per second. Like, basically, this inserter, a single inserter, should be completely fine here. We also need to take that thing, the iron, and send it forward, because this part requires iron. So we're getting iron. We can get this thing just like that. Or maybe I wanted to make it a little bit more compact. Maybe I wanted to take stuff from the belt that I can actually see. Yeah, I think that's it. I feel like that is gonna be our build. Looks good to me. I think it looks pretty good. Okay, what is that? Right, that's the output. Let's try. Let's see how it works. Okay, it doesn't. I need to make it like that. Let's see. It connects here fully. Let's double check again that everything is looking good. Looking fine. This is the input iron. We have input iron. Let's make sure that all connections are there. Right, here the two inputs. We have iron. We also have... this is iron, this is copper. We have plastic coming from above, being sent there. Blue circuits are receiving everything. There is a connection there. Looks good. Let's do this. Like that. We actually do not need... Well, we'll have it anyway because of the thing that we'll place kind of at the bottom. Okay, good. So we have something, you know, designed here. Now it's just a matter of building it. Simple. Right? Let's have one power port there, and then we'll have just like a tiny amount of, tiny number of rubber ports here. And something like that. Let's take a look. Do we have a connection? We are supposed to have. And do we need... Oh, interesting. I think I would still like to have you know, something on that side. Just in case. Just in case. Okay, 2, 3. Robots will do all of that, right? 4, 5, 6. Oh wait, 6. Cliff is in the way. Too bad. 6, 7, 8. And I am not sure we need these rubber ports in the middle. They are not exactly useful, right? Okay. It's looking pretty good. I like what I see. I like what I see. We can also change this part a little bit, right? At the very end, we don't need this block. And we don't need this one. Right, so we can actually delete this part and this part. This 2, this 3. Okay, nice. Nice. Here is our awesome build for blue circuits. It should work. Why did I do this? Like, why? Like, what's the point? Point is the following. We know now that the iron should come from below. Right? Iron comes from below. Copper comes above. That means so this thing is above. Why do we have this line? I'm not sure about this one. Oh no, we actually needed it. How are we ensuring connection here? we wait, yeah. Oh no, we had them. Interesting. We had them like right in the middle. Wait, what is that? Oh, we had them like this. I see. Okay, got it. That's fine. We just don't need this rails in here. That's basically it. And here we have the output. Well, not the output, the input. Now let's try and figure out how to connect all of this. So first of all, maybe it would make sense to move these things a little bit back. I don't know whether it's a good idea or not, but I don't really see why we wouldn't want to do something like that. So let's do it just to make it a tiny bit more nicer. I actually like the look of belts to kind of see the materials flowing on the belts themselves, so I prefer belts over undergrounds, to be honest. Alright, so we have two things here. To here. Why don't I just copy all of that and kind of like paste them? 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, not like that. Like that. Just like that. Now, what is the middle? The middle is 1, 2, 3, 4. Here is the middle. And this blocks 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that means, well, I don't want it to work like this. I want it to kind of be connected like that. So there's like one input. Now this one, top one is copper. Bottom one is iron. Top one is copper. Bottom one is iron. Interesting. Top one is copper. This is copper. Bottom one is iron. Okay, let's do something. This one is actually copper. And this, oh wait, this one is iron. Let's fix this. So this is not iron. This is copper input. And this one is iron input. Just like that. The limits are 2. That is fine. I feel like I'm ready to actually enable this part, just to see whether any trains actually are arriving here or not. And they are not because of this part. That's understandable, to be honest. Let's try and do the following. Let's try. We'll remove this part and we'll connect it like this. And we'll see what happens. Okay, so the first kind of lower half of the thing is mostly set up. I want to say I actually don't like this connection. Now that I look at it, I don't like it. I think it's much better just to let this thing go straight and this one to be connected like that. This one will go straight. This one will be connected like that. And now, okay, now the fun begins. How do we do that? Because it's shifted a little bit to the top. Okay, here we managed to establish connection very, very easily. Here, I want to say that we don't need this, but we actually do. On the other hand, do we? No, I don't believe. Yes, we do not actually need this power pole. They're kind of in the way. Okay, this one is not big. Oh, nice. The train is going there. That's good. That means that the fact that we removed this part didn't actually break anything. Yeah, nothing got broken. We can clear this. Okay, good. That's awesome. That's awesome. I really like what's happening with this circuit base now. So we kept only this rubber port and this one. Well, considering that this one is kind of up there, the top one, we don't have to have them. Whatever. Whatever, let's do something. So we can have some things delivered to us from there, right? Okay, this is bringing stuff to the top. This one will be bringing stuff to this one. So we have two inputs kind of there. We'll select to have pretty much the same thing for these two inputs. Like this. Honestly, it's not even looking that bad. It's looking pretty nice, in my opinion. I think I like it. Yeah. Take the top like that. And now we will copy this thing, and we just want to establish connection over here. 1, 2. Wait, something is wrong. Yep, something is definitely wrong here. Cannot make it work like this. Let's move this thing over there. Like this. And here. Okay, we have. I'll just use belts here. Okay, like this. What that means. I think that's the way. So we have this wagon going here. This one is coming from there. This thing is going straight. This one, we are missing something. We are missing this connection, right? We need to... Okay, we'll do something like this. We will send all these materials over there, like this. Okay. Is this gonna work? Oh no, that's a question. Actually, why don't I place this rubber port up there to connect these two halves? Yes, I think that's what we should do. And another thing that we are kind of missing here, actually missing some power. Like this, right? Okay, have some power. Let's make sure that have rubber parts connecting that. I guess it's okay like this. Do we need this one? I don't think so. Let's remove it. It's not needed here. Do we need the last one over there? Yes, we do. Interesting. Research finished. What should we research next? Robot speed or mining productivity? I think it's kind of a no-brainer. Mining productivity. What's the situation at the Make Everything Mall? What's happening here? Wow, we're missing some things, but in terms of the lights, right? The modules. Oh, sorry, some sounds are being made. The modules are getting produced, and okay, belts. I mean, the base is kind of chilling. It's not really doing much. Like, look at that. There are almost no robots flying. What? Oh, okay, 5,000 robots. Almost no robots, I said. We have 5,000 robots in this network doing something. I have no idea what, to be honest. I have no idea. The network is pretty small. And all the robots seem to be fine here. Whatever. They're doing something, that's fine. That is fine. We are missing power. Oh no. We need power here. But we could move the substations actually slightly to the side, but then how is this thing getting powered? Oh, let's see. Let's set substations. Yeah, everywhere. I don't like that we don't have a substation here. Let's turn this part a bit like that, and this should free up space for substation, just like that. Nice. So we got copper train, copper delivery. That should make sure. Yeah, we have copper cable everywhere. We can actually. Oh, we don't have. I see. We do not have a radar on the other side. I would like to add a radar, to be honest. And I don't believe we need this to. I don't believe we need. Oh wait, it's a problem. We definitely needed this one. We don't need rubber ports down below. Let's take a look. We have good coverage here. Nice. So this rubber port, and rubber ports on the right. Why do we have so many? Don't really need to have this many rubber ports, do we? I feel like we could make it work with I don't know, maybe this rubber port on like second row there, and maybe second one here if they can actually connect to each other. Okay, they do not connect like this. Can we move this one a little bit further down? Yes, we can. So we can actually have something like this. Or, you know, make it a little bit nice. It's like this. And like that. Because this way we are kind of guaranteeing that if we copy the spot and place it further down, as is, like, that's our plan. If you do it like that, then there will be connection between this rubber ports, because we want this line to kind of go straight down. And one thing that I would like to have something like that. I'd like to have a radar here, somewhere. Just one should be fine. Because I'd like to be able to see all parts of my base. And why did we have a radar there? We can check that this thing has copper wire. This one, like all of them, have copper wire. We have a problem though. Oh no. We have a problem. I completely forgot. I completely forgot to give them prod modules. That's bad. Oh. Seriously. Okay, let's fix this. Wait, remove it. Let's say we are creating a new construction planner. And we are gonna delete all assembly machines. Let's take it. What is that construction planner? Let's delete all of them. All of them. Here, gun. And all of them up to here, gun. Now, we'd like to make a blueprint of this, actually a little bit smaller, of this block. However, I'd like to keep... Oh, no. Let's make it again. I'd like to keep only beacons and modules. I don't want belts. Well, and assemblers, obviously. I don't want anything else. It's just this part, and the reason for that is because we deleted some belts on that side. I just don't want to, have to do anything about that. Okay, what's happening now? Our robots are waiting. We are waiting for the other robots to come. Oh. Why are they flying like this? It just doesn't make any sense. Robots are stupid. It's fine. It is fine. Now that we've done this part, we can copy thing kinda from here and paste it a couple of times. Let's do this. Once, 2 times, 3 times, 4, 5, 6, 7 copies. Okay, good. And now this part actually wants prod modules. Isn't it awesome? And we lost some robots. Let's hope that they will come to us at some point. Okay, it's a sad day for robots. What's happening with our iron? I feel like really this shot on iron? It seems to be the case. This iron? Oh, we had a couple of iron trains here, I think. I just want to probably send them. Oh, wait. Iron. And this one, also iron. Nothing. Have iron here. Why didn't you send it on this way? I'm not sure about the correctness of this, but it's probably not that bad. The schedule. It looks good enough to me, to be honest. It looks good enough. Now, we have this part of the build ready, right? We basically designed what exactly did we design here? We designed belts, I guess, and like connections, inputs, outputs for this block. Let's connect the output. So here is the output that you'll be getting. We have a couple of outputs. Let's just place them maybe here for now. But that's not everything, right? We also have an input. Where is our input? Like this. Oh, wait. This doesn't work. We have to move it to the left. And that kind of cuts. This cuts off the whole connection between rubber ports, which is not good. So what we need to do? We need to move this thing over there, right? Let's try again. That. and like that. This is output, this is input. We don't need anything else. Good. That's pretty good. And now the remaining part is to build a station here. Let's say we'll be using this kind of station. I'm not actually sure whether it's a good idea or not. Wait, we don't need the station. I need to think. What do we need? We need iron, sulfur coming from above, plastic on both sides, and we need to export blue circuits. And I probably want it to be somewhat chunk aligned. So I don't particularly care about the storage tank here, do I? Yeah, we don't need that one. Maybe we could copy this part. Yeah, this is looking actually pretty nice. Is this aligned here in the middle? It kinda is. I think it is. Right. So we have the input and the kind of coming from one side. We do have lots of rails here. Let's keep them. Let's keep this whole thing as is. Let's keep this whole part as is. I don't think we actually need to go this far with this build. But it's kind of a nice one. It's a nice one. Right, we can figure something out. Let's do this. Right, if we place it somewhere here, it wouldn't be that bad, would it? I feel like it would look pretty nice if we place it here, and we seem to have some space to do that. Let's do that. Let's say we'll have rails. Well, it's more like just something to align us. Now, the right side, I could place it kind of like this, so that it ends right on the chunk. Is that a good idea? Kind of push it as much forward to the right as I can. Maybe we could do it. Let's for now place it like this, but I want to check, how do we usually do this? This line, right, it's exactly on the chunk usually. Or the other one. Right, I think this looks good. I like it. I like the look of this. Let's remove all these extras that are not really needed. We will not be using that part, and this one is completely unnecessary. Right. We can figure out what exactly we'd like to do there. I don't think... Okay, this is kind of wrong. We don't want this many rails here. It just doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense to have this rails, does it? Maybe it does. Maybe it does. Well, it really does not. Because realistically, what are we going to be getting there? We'll have plastic delivered. We'll have trains with sulfur delivered there, so it's plastic, sulfur, and the trains with the output for the with the blue circuits. Right, we don't need that. I don't want that. It's too much. I just want like a simple thing there. How, like, where could we get a simple one? Like this one. It's pretty straightforward. Yeah, let's have this spacing. So if we wanted to get this spacing, it would kind of be there. Means that if I wanted... On the other hand, do we care? Do we have enough space here? I don't think we have enough space. Right, let's do that. Let's completely move this whole thing up. I don't like it. I don't like our current plan. And we want it to be here, right? Like this. Shouldn't we move it a little bit higher? 1, 2, 3, like this. Yep, let's try. Let's try to build this thing like that. Okay, robots, come to me. All of you come to me. Oh, look at that, we got the iron. We got the iron, the thing is still not really working, but we are getting some modules, surprisingly. I didn't expect... Alright, because we decided at some point that we want to model up... Oh, it's so dark. I need to add lights here, right? I think I should add lights. I feel like I should add some lights. Oh no, this is the wrong placement for this part. Because I wanted the rails here to be normal. Oh, I wanted to have left-hand drive here. Yeah, I want this. Okay. How should I do that? Let's just delete this whole part. Let's move this part a bit down. I don't know, maybe here. And we'll figure out something better there. We'll figure out something better because I want these rails to be normal rails with our left-hand drive. That's the idea. Right, we can actually build them properly here. Right, these are proper rails. These are the proper ones. And these are the ones that will actually be getting blue circuits as the output. It's very interesting. Right, but that means that we need to have some kind of huge intersection somewhere here. Like somewhere. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out later. So let's stop the episode here. In this episode, we built, we figured out. Basically, we came up. Not exactly came up. More like placed inserters, belts, etc., for this awesome blue circuit build that we have not tested yet. However, something seems to be happening here. Specifically, we got green circuits, so it's not like completely wrong, right? It's not completely broken, since it's able to produce green circuits. So we must have done at least like a small bit of it correctly. And in the next episode, I need to figure out the placement of these stations, because we'll need 2 of them, right? We'll need one here, another one here. I'm not gonna be overthinking this part yet, because it doesn't seem to be that important. Right, we could just build it any time later, like at some point later we could just build it. Shouldn't be experiencing difficulties. Here though, what I do know is that I want this line to be like a proper left-hand drive line. That means that the connections here... Oh, wait, it's not only connections, it's the whole thing. It should probably be redone. Because if the trains are coming here, on the left side, we could just make them turn. Like this, and if they're coming from the right side, they could get here. How much space do you need to make the trains turn? I just want to kind of take a look at this. So we can... Well, we basically have just enough space for that. It's, I guess, slightly strange way to go about that. Wow, we can even make... We can make it work like this. Is this a good idea? I think it's okay. Maybe it's not the greatest one, but it's probably not that bad, right? Yeah, we could have something like this here. It will work. It should work fine, and I don't really see any problems because this is input, and there should always be space here. So at most, it will just trains trying to this train trying to make a left turn when this one is trying to go forward, and the chances of that are honestly pretty low because I expect, well, this thing doesn't have much traffic. It's not supposed to have a lot of traffic. I want it to be connected to the plastic output, which will come from here, right? This is our plastic output, so I want this thing to go here. And I need to, well, to here. And I need the trains to be able to return back to grab the plastic. So that's one thing that they need to do. And second thing that they need to do is they need to be able to come here to this sulfur, which if you like finish building this and remove this outpost, it will be happening exactly in the same spot, like exactly in the same place where we have like plastic production. So both of the trains will be coming from one side, probably using this rails, like some kind of rails. They'll be coming from this side. The iron train will be coming from below. So the iron train, I want it to come from below, and yeah, we'll need to figure something out with that one. I guess in theory we could just dedicate one line. This line could be dedicated to iron stacker. It could like be done like that, I guess. Okay. Like this. Oh, wait. Oh, something extra. Right, it could be done like that, with the iron coming from there, and then when it's going out, we can ensure there is like a connect, like we can ensure that there is a way for the trains, for the iron one specifically, can just go there. In theory, it means that all other trains could also try to exit along this route. So it would probably be nice to separate the iron out. However, and we actually can do that. I was gonna say that it's not really needed, but we can do that, right? Because we can move this thing, this output, basically. I was gonna say a little bit below. Would that be a good idea? no, I think it's pretty hard. I think it's pretty hard to prohibit this train. Yeah, but then we would need to have 2 outputs. I do not know. Or the alternative is, yes, to let this train kind of come here to give iron train here like a dedicated stacker, but to make them return not using this line, not using this rail exit, but instead to kind of go from here and cross forward directly without changing the direction, and we could prevent it from turning away. We could basically make like iron, like a normal station, not a terminal one. This way, the iron train will not, will never use this rails. It will just kind of go forward, and then it will get, like, we'll turn it here somewhere and send it on its way over there. So that's what we could do with iron train, right? That's what we could do with this. And all other trains will turn using this, well, they will go back using kind of this connection, and will exit over there. There's going to be like a cross between them, but whatever. Minor details. It's going to be fine. It is going to be fine. Right. I think we have a plan. I feel like we have a plan. The only part that is not quite clear. Let's think again. We need plastic on both sides, on this one and on that one. We need to produce sulfuric acid. For that we need sulfur. We need to have sulfur. We need to have iron. And we need to have water, right? Iron, sulfur, water. Oh, look at that. Iron trains. We don't need a lot of iron. We need much more sulfur, so it's kind of looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good so far. So the fact that like there will be like some extra crossings for the iron train, it's not really a problem, I feel. Right. And the blue circuits, yeah, it's also pretty low amount of traffic. Okay, I think we figured out what like how exactly the station is going to work. It's just a matter of building it, and I'm not sure whether the one on the left, whether we'll like symmetrically kind of mirror it or not. It probably doesn't really matter what exactly we do. We can mirror it, I think. But if we mirror it, then the iron train will be coming from, like, will be leaving here and going there. It will also kind of leave into the middle. There are going to be like lots of crossings between these rails, but it's whatever. It's not really a problem, and we'll need to add a crossing here, I think. Right. Okay, let's take a break. Thanks everyone for watching. This was episode 115. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!